episode 1 of There Can Only Be One podcast. Basically, we're just gonna chit-chat about who the fuck would kick the shit out of who in a hypothetical scenario. And today we're doing Doctor Strange versus Darth Vader.
My boy Darth Vader.
My boy too. We both have Empire tattoos.
We do.
We do. So this is actually painful because I think you and I both in our hearts know.
Yeah, I think after checking out some things, I think this is gonna be pretty one-sided.
Yeah, the more I would say this. I think what upsets me the most about it is the fact that Benedict Cumberbatch kicking the shit out of Darth Vader is not a pretty visual, so I try and only think about the cartoon version.
I don't know, he's a pretty man, and I like to see him do pretty things.
Yeah, but I don't want to see him kicking the shit out of my hero.
Well, if we're talking about Benadryl Cumberpooch, maybe we should talk about how the MCU Strange is actually seemingly significantly weaker than the comic book Strange.
Yeah.
And I think in that scenario, that's going to be a closer fight.
Yeah, because you can't really make a movie about someone who can pretty much just out of nowhere pop dimensions and, you know, completely eviscerate people from existence.
Yeah, and I mean, he does still maintain that, you know, transportation element, you know, opening the portals and putting them here and there and blah, 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 whatnot. But I mean, you're talking about one of the leaders of the strongest, you know, the Galactic Empire.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Dude makes a phone call and he's getting picked up.
It makes you wonder too, like how strong is Vader though without the Empire? I know he's definitely the enforcer, and in the comics, you know, it kind of follows him going around and hunting down the last of the Jedi. So he ain't done kicking some ass.
Yeah.
But you know, in the movies, he had a hard time with Luke, and Luke's training was pretty mild at best. So
I don't know. He spent some time on that swamp with Yoda.
Yeah, that's true.
When was the last time Yoda trained somebody, though? I mean, like, Qui-Gon, right? Was that it?
Yeah. And Yoda was a badass with the saber himself.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it was a little hilarious to watch, but he was definitely...
Yeah. That was definitely one of the weirdest parts of all the trilogies. That him just flipping around and doing all that. Like, I always wanted to see Yoda with a lightsaber, but I felt that was a little corny.
Did you laugh? Because I laughed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It actually kind of took me out of the moment when he started zipping around. I mean, on one hand, I was excited to see him, you know, go after the Emperor, but I like, not the lightsaber duel, but when he got in a Force duel with Count Dooku.
Throwing all those Senate things.
That shit was awesome. That's what I want to see Yoda doing, is just picking up objects that are 100 times his size and weight and hurling them around.
Well, let's actually take that for an example. If Yoda's able to do shit like that, and it's claimed that Anakin was the chosen one, you know, fucking probably one of the strongest Force users there are, it's, you know, not weird to think that, you know, obviously Vader could do that too.
Yeah.
And shit like that. And fucking picking up X-Wings out of swamps and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So the Force is nothing to mess with.
Yeah.
Force is definitely nothing to mess with. But like I said, just opening dimensions is just a little out of Vader's league, I think.
Yeah, well, and I thought about that, because initially I'm like, all right, that's definitely where Doctor Strange is going to get him, is being able to hop dimensions, you know, and just basically fold existence over Vader until he's nothing. But, I mean, this whole, after, you know, the Jedi's die and coming back, you know, what they said at the end of the Revenge of the Sith, when they said Qui-Gon basically figured out how to come back. I mean, that, in a way, is kind of hopping dimensions in itself.
And at the end of Return of the Jedi, who fucking pops up as a ghost?
Yeah.
Anakin Skywalker.
No, Hayden Christensen, which is the worst.
No, fuck that. It was the other dude who no one even knows way longer than it was Hayden Christensen. So that's what I'm going on.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean...
So obviously he had that ability.
Yeah. And, you know, going into this, my thought was, I'm like, well, fucking Vader's got mind control. Like, but then...
On the weak mind.
On the weak mind.
You're not mind controlling Doctor Strange.
He'd put his hand up and say some shit, and Doctor Strange would just laugh and probably implode him.
I guess you'd have to break down, like, how how is it that Strange is doing that? Like when he's, you know, in the movie at least, you know, the visuals that they had were like the world basically collapsing on each other, matter kind of being able to, you know, being played with like Play-Doh essentially.
Yeah.
So would that be something that Vader could control with the Force?
Yeah, and that's...
So he tries to, you know, swallow his ass up, and Vader's like, "Oh no, honey," and like just comes out and just...
Well, because because the only way Vader has power is the Force, so we kind of have to assume that the Force exists in this scenario. That being said, yeah, he could totally resist a lot of the strange love coming his way.
Strange love.
Yeah, but
I mean, Vader kind of has a Death Star too.
I'm thinking like
that might be going a little too far.
Well,
we're talking like one-on-one facing each other,
and that's the thing. So typically in these scenarios, like the way this whole even podcast came to be was the idea of a cage match. So, which for some people doesn't do anything, for other people it limits them quite a bit.
In a cage match scenario, I think Doctor Strange loses very quickly.
He can still hop, like if he wants to hop out of the cage into another dimension, I can't really limit that. That's his power to do.
But what's he gonna do? I guess he'd take Vader with him. But
yeah, I mean,
Vader just be like stopping him with the Force to just freeze him right then and there.
I would say this: hand-to-hand combat, no powers whatsoever. Vader destroys him 10 out of 10 times.
I think Anakin destroys him.
Yeah,
like,
well,
do the Doctor.
The research I was doing, Vader he's 8'6".
He's huge,
and he weighs a fucking ton. You know, so yeah, he would just pop fucking Doctor Strange like a pimple. Yeah. Then you figure in a lightsaber, if you want to let them have their weapons, you know, give Doctor Strange his cape and Vader his lightsaber. His lightsaber's going to fucking annihilate the cape, too. And
it's going to split it like a lightsaber through a cape.
Yeah. I mean, his cape's going to try and do whatever, you know, deflection or protect him however, you know, it does. And Vader's just going to fucking zippity-doo-dah-day through that fucking thing. And that's over, too. Yeah. Strange really only comes into the fight as a competitor when he gets to use his powers. And...
which is fair.
Yeah. I mean,
not for Vader, but it's fair.
What about Vader doing a choke?
See, that's another thing that I was thinking is, you know, break Homeboy's concentration. Mm-hmm. Rip the cape off of him.
Yeah. He could literally, the end of Rogue One.
Yeah, he obviously has no problem concentrating on multiple things at once.
No, he's just literally throwing people around like rag dolls and fucking annihilating them.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that is my favorite Darth Vader scene. Period. That was awesome.
For pure badassness, we actually never saw anything like Vader in action too much in the normal, you know, the original Star Wars, unless it was a lightsaber fight with Luke. Other than that, you see a few things like pulling off everyone's gun out of their hands in Bespin. That was cool. Yeah. And they actually kind of did the same thing in Rogue One, so I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, just wrecking kids, dude. Like that was.
I feel like because that scene wasn't supposed to be in the movie. That wasn't an original scene like written in.
Oh, that's dumb.
They put that.
That's dumb.
And
they should have. That should have been the first scene written.
I'm not even sure when they made. Like, obviously they shot it. You know. At some point in time, but like I wonder if that was like a let's go back and put this at the end, or if that was you know, during the filming they're like we really got to get a good, you know, Vader scene in there, because I think what I heard was the Bacta tank. That was that was supposed to be the Vader scene, and yeah, if that's all they did, I would have been left wanting.
Oh yeah, still happy because I mean Darth Vader made a fucking pun. While choking somebody, so that was pretty cool.
I liked it. What I liked most about that scene is the one really shitty thing that Star Wars did, and it still pisses me off, is he's supposed to be the most powerful, you know, Force user ever, and he brings balance to the Force, and we never got that. Like, in any of the movies, nothing that Anakin did was above what anyone else could do. Like, he didn't do anything skill wise or power wise that was really all that impressive. But you know, so we never got a sense that like Vader was actually the fucking King Wasabi. And that was the first scene where I was like, all right, he's a fucking badass. Because in the older movies, he's really stiff, can't do anything.
Well, yeah, dated for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, that first fight between him and Luke, that was a pretty good lightsaber fight. That was pretty rad.
Well, my still above all the other lightsaber duels, my favorite one is the one with Luke versus Vader on the Death Star in Return of the Jedi, when he just starts sledgehammering.
Shit talking fest.
Yeah. But he just starts fucking sledgehammering him with the lightsaber until he cuts his hand off. Like, Luke owned him
He totally acted like a Skywalker.
Yeah.
He became a moody bitch and realized that you're strong when you're a moody bitch.
Yes. Yeah, you're... But, speaking of which, you excited for the new one?
Oh, absolutely. I am. I'm very excited.
Yeah. I'm wondering if they're going to go down the Grey Jedi path and explore
it kind of seems like that. I mean, if they continue on with... Kylo Ren supposedly having his back and forth, and now all the trailers and everything we've seen kind of show Rey having a back and forth now. It kind of seems like they're going to be like, with our powers combined. And they're just going to be Grey Jedi.
I kind of think that's how it's going to be, but, who was I telling this? I was telling somebody that, I was like, just because I think they're going to try and be different, I think they're going to flip. So I think Rey's going to kind of go lean to the dark, and I think Kylo's going to lean to the right.
I don't see that happening just for the fact that they're not going to put turn a strong female role model role into the bad guy.
Hashtag me too.
Yeah, hashtag me too. I wouldn't do it either. Oh, that's not what that means? Shit.
No. No, I mean, I'd be disappointed if it was something like that. Before the last movie came out, someone did like a plot leak, and you know how there's like a million of those, so you can't differentiate.
Yeah, and they always get changed once it's leaked and shit. So,
but there was a plot leak that was totally The Force Awakens. Like, I read it, that was the fucking movie.
Yeah, it came out in the 70s. It was called A New Hope.
Yeah, right. Very true. But I was reading another one, and it said a plot leak, and I say that while airing quotations. Supposedly this movie is going to be, or not supposedly, from what I've heard, it's going to be them kind of hunting down the Knights of Ren together. So Luke and Rey, because there's Kylo and then there's the Knights of Ren. So I think they're going to be picking those douchebags off.
I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I do too. I want to see Luke kick some fucking ass.
I want to see that dad bod in action, bro. He's got a hella hermit dad bod.
Dude, Chewie's gonna fucking squeeze him to death when he sees him.
Oh, I'm sure. Or at least choke him a little bit.
But back to the
yes, we fell down a Star Wars rabbit hole there.
This became a Star Wars podcast really fucking quick. Well, I don't know. Going the other way, what'd you think of the Doctor Strange movie?
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I was getting the feeling there for a while that a lot of those Marvel flicks were just kind of hurry up, put one out, one out. Like, this isn't a strong movie, but put it out. Mm-hmm. But that one, I think, I had the feeling it turned around a lot on that one.
That one was when we went to go see it. I always go into those movies prepared to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Every Captain America movie is a giant disappointment. But and the last Iron Man movie fucking
the last Iron Man 3 sucked.
That was what the fuck?
Way to ruin his nemesis.
Yeah.
Like, completely.
Seriously. And God, what was the other one? Okay, the new Spider-Man was pretty awesome.
Yeah, new Spider-Man was legit. But that's what I'm saying. Like, right when Doctor Strange came out, it felt like it kind of turned around because I haven't seen it, but I've heard nothing about good things about the new Thor movie.
Yeah.
Spider-Man was good.
Mm-hmm.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians,
the first one came out before Strange. Well, I'm throwing shit at you. But still, I heard the second one was really good as well.
Yeah, I still have yet to see the new Thor movie. But
Doctor Strange is in it. Spoiler alert.
No, I was blown away by the Doctor Strange movie and all the fractals and the special effect. Like, that was amazing. And I thought the villain, not the fucking... Oh, God, I'm gonna totally get blown up for not knowing his fucking name.
The villain in Strange?
Yeah, the giant fucking creature who people are gonna be like, you don't read the comics, Steve. You don't know. So now I gotta fucking Google it. But I felt like kind of I'll call him the villain in Strange, the guy going around trying to open up the portal.
Yeah.
He.
That's fair.
I fucking look up Doctor Strange villain and it just gives me the actor's name.
Great.
Fuck it. All right, work with me, people. So he was kind of weak. Like, I mean, nothing about that character was appealing.
I'll agree on that as well.
But I kind of think he wasn't supposed to be. You know, the whole point was Doctor Strange kind of coming to his power and, you know, his mentor being a little deceiving from the get-go. But, no, I loved that movie. That was fucking intense movie to watch. And I thought Mr. Cumberbatch, really unfortunate last name, but I thought he killed it.
Yeah, so, I thought he did really well.
It's so weird, too, because I will, admittingly, those were comics I didn't even want to read growing up. I had no interest in Doctor Strange. It seemed like really fucking stupid.
Yeah, I always remember myself leaning a lot more towards DC.
Yeah.
When I was younger.
Oh, but Matt Nisbet and his boner for Batman.
I've got a Batman boner too.
Yeah, you know what? I do too, but he fucking thought that Batman could take RoboCop. And I'm sorry, that'll be a different episode. But
you should have him on here for that episode to explain himself.
I wanna punish him. Not Matt Miller punish him, but I want to punish him.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to do an episode that is a Batman cage match. All Batman, anyone who's ever played Batman in one cage versus each other. And I think Batfleck will take the pile.
I want to be part of that so bad.
You, by all means.
We'll have one person for every Batman character, and they've got to
right.
They've got to explain why. I'm taking. In that one, I've got to take Batman Forever. I've got to take my boy Val Kilmer. The most sensitive of the Batmans. Yeah. Sometimes the heart wins.
He was dealing with a lot of shit.
He was. And his mouth was always open.
I think, and I say this with no remorse, I mean this truthfully, the best Batman, by far, George Clooney.
No regrets.
Those nipples should have won a fucking Oscar.
Val Kilmer started the nipples.
He did. But George's...
Yeah. They seemed a little bit better.
Fucking alarm. So anyway, Doctor Strange, D. Vader. I honestly, I want to pick Vader, but in my heart of hearts, in a cage match, I still think it goes to Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I mean, the second that you start trying to put stipulations on it, it's like, oh, okay.
We can. I mean, if it was a cage match, no weapons, no powers.
I honestly think even if it wasn't, give him powers and everything, if it's cinematic,
yeah,
I think Vader takes it.
If it's cinematic, I think the people win.
That'd be a great movie. But no, if it's just basing off of what they've done and achieved while they're filming, then yeah, I think Vader takes that one. Everything else, Marvel just likes stroking their dudes off way too much.
Vader's a Marvel character now.
Well, could he actually did have a run of comic books under Marvel a while back, where he achieved some pretty dope things.
Yeah,
but still doesn't really hold a candle.
What I didn't like about the comics was Vader gets treated like a bitch.
Yeah, so, he was pushed around a lot.
Yeah, and I didn't like that. Like, you don't fucking talk to him that way. He will fucking collapse your trachea.
Yeah, right? It's like, he's known like around the galaxy as one of the fucking most badass people, ever. Everyone's afraid of him. Mm-hmm. But then you have some fucking commander sitting at a table fucking getting lippy with him. It's like, are you stupid? And your ancient religion that ended 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Starts fucking... Okay, here's the thing. You want to have your religion debate? by all means, fair. The man has blown up planets, okay?
Yeah.
And maybe not with his religion, but his religion built the thing that blew up planets.
Yeah.
I will respect your religion if it blows up planets. Which, by the way, that was another cool thing about Rogue One is they explained how the Death Star gets its power with the crystals that power the lightsabers.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
So the Death Star is a giant fucking lightsaber.
Yeah,
so.
Essentially that's exactly what's going on there.
Yeah. No, but I totally... The cool thing is, I didn't even... Because I never think of Vader this way, but whenever I read about him, he's referred to as a sorcerer.
Yeah.
You got two sorcerers duking it out. When you do put their powers up, like if you just put the movies and the comics out to the side and you just level them up stat-wise, they're both pretty formidable. You know?
Yeah, I would say it's a good match. I mean, also you have to think you're gonna, just like with football, your offense is only as good as your defense. Like, how many dudes are trying to fuck with Strange and how many dudes are trying to fuck with Vader? Like, not a lot of people are trying to fuck with... Not a lot of people in that universe can fuck with Vader.
No, you can't even get to him.
But Doctor Strange is fighting gods.
Yeah.
So it's like...
He's going out there and duking it with the best.
Yeah, he's got a lot of training.
Yeah.
So that makes you think, like, if this force is, something that's in every single living thing, is that not essentially what Strange deals with?
Yeah, I mean, he manipulates it all the same. I think when it comes to manipulating, it's like Strange can fuck with the environment. He can change it on you. He can manipulate it. Vader can physically fucking end you, and he can also get in your head. And that's kind of a Kylo thing. That's actually a cool thing about Kylo that I like.
That's actually something I was going to bring up. Is some of the shit we've been seeing Kylo Ren doing. Is that unique to him? I'm sure we'll find out, once we hear from Luke a little bit more in the next one, exactly, what Kylo is all about.
Yeah.
But, if his thing is he's trying to be as strong as Darth Vader and he's not.
Yeah.
Could Vader just not do all that? Of course, then they have the interrogation droid in A New Hope. Why would he need the interrogation droid?
I guess, that's true. And even he had to torture Han.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he doesn't have the same tricks. I guess Kylo's got that one on him.
I think so. Fuck. Damn it.
But,
whatever. He's still a Skywalker. He's a whiny bitch. We all know it. I don't know why anyone's shocked by anyone in the Skywalker bloodline, any male at least, because Leia's a badass.
You gotta feel bad for Mace Windu's character, or Samuel Jackson's character, Mace Windu. He called it out from the get-go. Never trusted him. Jesus Christ.
Good job, bro.
Never fucking liked him. Yeah, he always had his... And at the very end, when Anakin finally kind of proves himself, and Mace Windu's like, fuck yeah, good job. He cuts his fucking arms off.
Yeah.
Like...
Unlimited power!
Yeah. I hate
And then he sucked off the Emperor.
Yeah, he did.
Good.
Oh, good, yes.
Let it flow through you. That was like the most homoerotic scene in any Star Wars flick.
He was jizzing when he said that. Just
good.
Anakin just had to be on his knees. See Palpatine's little red eyes roll back into his head. No, there was some shit going on there. That's why he got so pissed off.
Yeah.
Because he had to give Dome to an old dude. I'd be pissed off too. I'd take the power though.
That's probably why fucking he puts him in that nice metal suit too. Fucking he's got his own little like robot sex droid now.
Oh yeah,
his
dude.
Personal fucking, and he put a thing over his mouth so he has a hard time talking. That's fucking smart.
It is smart.
Yeah. Vader can't sass him. He can be like, hey.
You could just reach down and turn his voice off.
We never cuddle anymore.
Why don't you look at me during?
Oh my god. We just ruined Darth Vader. Alright.
We have a little Darth Vader mascot here.
For the record, that was not intentional.
Really?
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I just happen to own random Darth Vader things. I will say this, with Star Wars kind of blowing up, with the new movies, it has really pissed me off how much shit merchandise is in stores.
Spoilers, dude.
Yeah, there's spoilers, and then I used to really like collecting like weird, knickknacks and stuff, which I guess you can still do for the older stuff, but it seems pointless now. There's so much shit out there.
Yeah, it's not collectible anymore. Like, I have a hard time believing, like, even in, how long ago, what has it been since the first Star Wars? Like 40 years, I think? 40? It came out 70-something?
74?
77, I think, maybe?
You're right, 77.
So it's been 40 years. And some of the shit that was released when that movie first came out, it's worth quite a bit. Really sought after things. Today's stuff, no, I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Oh, fuck. Good for you. 1977, May 25th.
I ain't no fucking slack, dog.
Shit. I said, what did I say, 74? Stupid.
You stupid idiot.
Such a stupid asshole. I should fucking go die.
Just die already.
Yeah, didn't, is it Return was an 80s movie?
Yeah, like 82, I think, maybe.
Oh, man, 83. You can't win them all.
Can't win them all.
Cannot win them all. Damn, dude, that's...
How long has Strange been around?
Like...
Probably... similar.
Doctor Strange.
Unless I'm just totally dumb on this. I have no clue.
No,
For the longest time growing up, I always got Doctor Strange and Doctor Doom mixed up. Just because they were both doctors.
So don't hold me to this, but 1963. First appearance, yep. First appearance, 1963.
He's an old motherfucker.
He's fucking old, but he's not that much older than...
It's good, 14 years?
14, yeah, he's 14 years. He was going through puberty.
Oh, yeah. When Vader popped out, it was a little... Yeah. Well, actually, he popped out huge.
Actually, no, because it was in a galaxy far, far away.
A long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
Long time ago.
So that's the fucking... Oh, Jesus Christ. But,
yeah, I mean... Strange has it.
He pretty much does. But if anyone listening disagrees, you can go on... I'll have the voting set up on the website. So it's onlyonepodcast.com. You should be able to go on there by the time you hear this, and you can just do a simple vote for who you think would win. But because it's the first episode, so the following is non-existent, you can just comment on the Facebook post and just kind of let us know who you think would win and why they would win. I'm guaranteeing that Kevin's brother Derek is going to write a thesis statement.
Yeah, probably. I'd be disappointed in him if he didn't.
No. When he, like I said, I was telling Kevin before we started recording. We had like a little get together last night, just a kind of friendsgiving, and Derek was there, and he was just started kind of giving me the rundown on Doctor Strange, and I was just like, oh my fucking god. I mean, Kevin had texted me a few days ago, and you're like, dude, Doctor Strange is basically a god. Like, this isn't really fair.
Yeah.
But
who was the first one we had lined up? It was Darth Vader versus... it was Neo.
Neo,
yeah.
yes, in the Matrix,
yeah,
which is kind of the similar...
Yeah, and my whole thing was like, I don't know shit about the Matrix because I saw the first one and just didn't give a fuck about the rest.
That's kind of all you need to see.
Yeah.
Like, I know everyone... I do like the whole Matrix series, but the first one, that's the one... Yeah.
And one thing that I had brought up while I was talking to somebody about that matchup was... I was like, well, isn't the Matrix like that whole thing? Like, they're in their heads or whatever. They're in that machine. That's the Matrix. So Darth Vader could just walk up and poke the motherfucker with a lightsaber while he's unconscious or whatever, and he's dead.
He could.
But then, I guess, in the next one, they just randomly were like, okay, yeah, they can do this anywhere.
Well, that's why he's the one.
Oh.
So, yeah. They're both the one. And that's why I thought it was going to be a good matchup.
Because there can only be one.
Yes. And Vader wouldn't be... God damn it. That would have been a good one. But I don't know. I still think when you suggested Doctor Strange, I was like, that's actually kind of badass because they're both sorcerers. And when I did all I knew, and to be perfectly honest, all I know of Doctor Strange is from the movies. Like I said, I was never interested in the comics. The comics I read growing up was fucking Spider-Man and Batman and
yeah, like a lot of those characters, and even you can see it now in the movies how they're just expanding out to so many different places and just a lot of crazy shit. Like that wasn't my type of superhero. My type of superhero was always, the guy that you might see going, by your window at night to go, stop someone. It's like not interdimensional fucking craziness. Like I never got too hard into that. Well, except for fucking, I guess, Star Wars.
And what's crazy, so Doctor Strange was created by Stan Lee, and the fact that Stan Lee was thinking of this shit in the fucking 60s, 1963, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Which I've been watching this show. It's Robert Kirkman, the guy who created Walking Dead.
Oh, okay.
He's got a new show that does like a kind of a history of where your favorite comic book characters came from. And the first episode, I only watched like half of it because I ended up just passing out. Not a great testimonial for the show, but it is actually a really good show. It was the end of the day, so
it was great, but it put me to sleep. I
totally fell asleep. But they went into the history of like Marvel and Stan Lee, and like it's pretty fucking cool. Like I did not realize, A, all this shit he had to go through, and B, it's pretty cool. Yeah. I also, and I'm a shitty nerd for not knowing this, I didn't know DC was way before Marvel.
Much before. Much before.
Like, the Avengers is totally a ripoff of Justice League. And so...
Like, I don't know where it gets to the point of who's ripping who off on some of the characters, but they trade characters a lot.
Yes, they do.
A lot. So...
Who's your favorite Marvel character?
I would say Wolverine or Spider-Man.
All right, I would probably pick those two. How about DC?
Dumb question.
Batman. I know.
Dumb question.
Yeah.
Next.
I will say this: Batman has always been my favorite, but the new Superman they have, I forget his fucking name.
Harvey Cavill's?
Yeah. He's made a point of making me believe in Superman as a badass.
Yeah,
so, I thought he's always been a badass, but I've never liked the people who played him. Yeah,
plus the problem that he has is it's very much like he's not going to lose.
Yeah.
He can't. He's fucking Superman.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I feel like in these recent ones, this new, DC universe that's starting up, they made him a little less indestructible.
Yeah.
It feels like, at least.
Have you seen the new Justice League?
I have not.
I haven't either. That one kind of snuck up on me when it came out. I was like, oh shit, it's out.
Plus, I saw the previews, and honestly, it looks a little campy. It looks like they tried to throw in, like, the thing that you always see from the DC movies that are coming out is they're dark, they're gritty, they get criticized for not being humorous like the Marvel movies, but I always thought that was their shtick,
Yeah.
It's dark and it's gritty. It's fucking DC. It's what it's been about, at least to me. And I don't know, in all the previews that I've seen for this, it seems very, especially with Aquaman's character and the Flash's character, they seem like jokesters. So I don't know. It seems like it's coming off as a Marvel movie, but I'll retain my full opinion until I see it.
Yeah, I want to definitely check it out. I'm seeing fucking Coco tonight.
Coco. I don't even know what that is.
It's got a dog in it. That's why we're seeing it.
Oh. You picked it, didn't you?
No, I did not fucking pick it. And I spent $30 on those fucking tickets. And I'll say this, AMC makes it worth it with their new recliners and everything they have in their theaters.
Oh yeah, dude.
Those things are fucking insane.
Yeah, and the sound system they have in the Dolby ones.
Yeah, the butt
shakes
kickers.
It shakes the entire theater.
I remember we were telling you when we saw that it was uncomfortable how loud and how just
when I saw, speaking of Marvel movies, I think it was Deadpool. Saw it last minute. Had to sit in the front. The only tickets available were that Dolby one.
Yeah.
So, explosions, gunshots, fucking, all that. And fucking that
you
loud of
you
an
had surround
environment.
sound fucking.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. No, those new AMC movie or theaters are fucking insane. But so basically, you and I are both kind of
Yeah, I think we're together on this. If
Yeah.
there could only be one, Doctor Strange is the one.
Who would I root for?
Vader. Absolutely.
Yeah. And anyone who knows how I am
But
with sports,
that's as stupid as, rooting for Conor McGregor against Floyd Mayweather.
You fucking asshole. That's where I was going.
Beat you to it.
He put up a goddamn fight, all right? He put up a good fight.
Yeah, until he was told to lay down.
So before we wrap up, basically, anyone that I bring on, I want to just kind of briefly go over the thing that makes them them. And Kevin, you sing for this fucking band.
Kruffix. Start every morning with Kruffix in your bowl.
Jesus Christ.
Hella morning cereal.
You got to make that into a breakfast cereal. So do you guys, I know that you're not playing any more shows this year?
Yeah, no, we are not playing anything until January 6th. You and I are playing a show together.
Yeah, for Bobby Bryant.
Yeah, the memorial of good old Bobby Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be Club Red. I think we all have tickets.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is one that no one's even thinking about the ticket sales because it's,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with those type of shows, the tickets are... It sounds dumb saying that's unfortunate. I think it's great that you don't have a problem selling tickets. But it's a shame that, it takes something like that to get people to go to a show.
Well, I mean, you can hit up Kruffix on Facebook to get tickets or Club Red.
Mm-hmm.
I think they sell them on their website.
I believe they do.
So you guys are just writing right now, or?
Yeah, we've been writing a bit, doing a bit of pre-pro on some songs that we might play sooner than later.
That'd be cool.
That would be pretty rad.
Oh.
Yeah, recently just went through some big changes with. Over the summer, I stopped playing guitar for the band because I broke my hand, and now I'm just doing the frontman thing. And we had Mr. Matt Nisbet filling in and helping us out, and he did a great job. And now we have the Incredible Bulk, is what we call him, Kenny Bolka, playing guitar for us.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. So
does he still have that mean beard?
Of course he does.
Fuck yeah.
He doesn't have the beard has him.
He is the physical embodiment of an 8-string guitar. He just looks like an 8.
He totally does.
When he walks around, I'm like, that guy looks like an 8-string guitar.
He's fucking huge, man. He's like 6'4".
Yeah.
The other.
Who would win in a fight, Bolka or Vader?
Bolka would. I don't know. He'd probably out-shred Vader.
Yeah.
Or at least just hit that low
note. I don't know. You've seen those fucking... That band that dresses...
Oh, dude. Those guys are rad.
Yeah, they are. And they're like touring or something.
Oh, yes, they are. They definitely are.
So where can douchebags go to listen to your music?
Well, douchebags like me go to iTunes.
Yeah.
And just put my shit on repeat so I get those streaming, royalties. So just do that, please. Don't download it. Just stream it all day, every day. But, tons... All the major outlets. If you have a music streaming thing on your phone, it's going to be on there.
Yeah,
you can go to Bandcamp too. Throw us $1 and fucking get a song.
It's I can't pronounce the name of the EP or album.
Perispera ad Astra.
Yeah, English, bro. All right, Trump won. It's English.
Through hardship to the stars.
And that sounds prettier. Not really.
No, it doesn't. Sounds emo as fuck.
Yeah. So you're sending me a song. By the time you're hearing this, the song will be at the end of this podcast. Do you know what song?
It is going to be "Hymn for the Damned," and it's, I think, agreeable with all the members of Kruffix that it's our favorite song to play.
Fuck yeah!
So that's why I basically chose it.
Oh yeah. Well, I recommend anyone checking them out. I know that live. The way I've been describing your music lately whenever I talk to anyone is it's ominous to see and watch. There's in a good way, it's really uncomfortable to watch and listen to because there's so much tension. I'm just, when is this I know there's a fucking breakdown coming. It's fucking coming.
And then it hits you.
Yeah.
With lights.
What's the song that starts off with the It's like dun.
That's Him for the Damned.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That song.
That's Him for the Damned. That's the one we were gonna play.
I love that riff that just goes on in the background. That
It's all continuous and kind of builds up tension, and then finally it just comes through. And then Jeffy just doing crazy melodic prettiness over stupid metal things.
It's the only thing that's pretty about that man is his voice.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. We're all ugly dudes. It's why you can't see us up on stage when you see us live.
Right.
Lights, dick lights, and fog.
Dick lights. They are. Yes, I love those lights though.
We had to change them. They don't look like dicks anymore.
They don't look like
dicks. No, I couldn't take it anymore.
So yeah. So basically go vote on Facebook. And you can also go to onlyonepodcast.com. All of our shit will be there. Please make sure if you listen to this on iTunes, please rate it and leave a comment. Share it with your friends because that's the only way we get the word out. So Kevin, thanks for bumping it with me today.
No
that
problem.
sounded gay. Wow, bumping it.
Yeah, I mean, when you're looking for gay, it gets gay.
Yeah, all right. Well, anyone who knows Phoenix musicians, we're all pretty fucking gay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so.
probably especially the two of us.
All right, man. Well, thanks. And this has been Darth Vader versus Doctor Strange. We both picked Doctor Strange, and you're listening.
Tell us why we're wrong.
Yes.
Make it entertaining.
Yes.
Keep this shit going.
Well, I actually think Derek's going to tell us why we're right. I'm excited about that.
No, because there's something built inside of Derek that can never admit when somebody is right.
No, so he's actually going to...
No, he's sitting there right now just doing his research. Okay, how could Vader win?
Yes, yeah.
And then he's just going to post the whole thing. And I hope he does.
I hope he does. I was just about to say, I hope he does.
Yeah,
I would love to know.
Team Vader, man.
Yes,
Team Vader.
Team Vader. All right, well, thanks for listening. Like, share, comment, do all that shit. And thank you.
Bye, guys.